was going. It told me it was having trouble with the video, and now I don't know. Let me test it. Oh, the lag. I can't even load up a horse. Okay, I'm up, but there's a weird lag spike. I'm not really sure what's going on. Hopefully it goes away. Everything's up to date in Kansas City.
Thank you.
All right, we're doing this boss, and then we're gonna go look at Jacqueline's house. My dear friend Jacqueline, who is so kind as to let me visit all of her homes without any complaint, pointed out that yesterday, when I was so distracted, I was incredibly distracted, that I missed some rooms in her house. So we're going back, and I'm going to record this tour from beginning to end, because honestly, like, yesterday was so frantic that I don't even know what did or didn't happen. So I'm going to be more careful about that today, now that EHT is working. Mr. Cardinal 05 and I, if this is transmitting properly, spent a couple of hours in voice chat after the stream was canceled, because we were trying to get to the bottom of the problems with EHT. Understanding it now, I think it should be. I actually haven't looked at the most recent. I just downloaded it, installed it. I did run it, I just didn't look at it. So there's a chance that there'll be another problem, but I don't think so. I think right now the only problem that I know of with EHT is Night Ravens, who is having some weird kind of garbling. I sent Cardi a mail, and I also texted him some of the images so that he can get an idea of what's going on, but I don't know what the answer is to that until I hear from Cardi, and he's a very busy man, so I don't know what else to do except that. So wait, you know. Is anybody even on? Am I competing with some monster of a streamer? Gone about as far as we can go. Hey, Jacqueline! Alright, we're gonna go to your house. But let's wait until we get a couple more people on watching. That way we'll have enough attention for you. I don't feel right just doing it without anybody being here. So give it a few more minutes and then we'll get started. Unless you're in a rush. Are you in a rush? Is there like stuff going on that you need to do? I think I'm also delayed. Okay, cool. Jemima. Good morning. Things should be fixed. Also, Jemima, I noticed that in the patch notes today, it said that Cardi, or maybe Architecture, I'm not sure, removed the jump thing with the buttons. So it should be more, less vertigo-y and more standy-stilly. So we'll see how that works. Good morning. But we spent a lot of time talking about EHT issues, like literally every single one that I could think of, because I don't usually have that kind of time with Cardi. And then I tried to talk about game UI issues. Uh, you know, it's limited in how much power he has, which is to say, he has no power. Poor guy. I mean, he's a newer employee. So, you know, despite what we may want or ask for, good morning, I'm not sure how much of it he can actually do. So, I think we need to be patient. And I think also it's important to remember that he doesn't make the decisions about what goes in and what doesn't. So, I don't know if anyone actually feels like he's not helping us out, like not doing his part for the housing community, but I assure you he is. He's just not in charge, you know? Other people make those decisions. Good morning. I'm sorry. Yesterday's day got away from me so bad. Yesterday's morning was like unbelievably stressful. Between trying to figure out the problems with EHT and I had a whole bunch of other things going on with my personal life and whatnot, but we got through it. Hello, Salvis. Hello. So today we are going to talk about EHT again, but it's fixed now. So unless we find something else wrong with it, it should work. And you know, it's a process. These things don't work right away all the time. It'd be great if they did, but there's always... I'm going to finish this and then we'll go to Jacqueline's house. But come on, let's be honest, without a QA team, and even with a QA team, look at Zoss, you're going to find problems with programs, and he's doing this all by himself. So if we could... I know you guys are kind and forgiving of that. He's doing it for free, and he makes time when he can, but super busy guy. Game companies are no joke. They work you hard. Speaking of, they're hiring. For reals, there's a ton of jobs on their website. Now, these jobs are not necessarily all in Maryland, but here's the thing, like, they may not care anymore about where you are physically. With the way the world's changed, with the way that they've been telecommuting essentially for the last year, as have so many of the rest of us, it's entirely possible that you could just apply for a job and not have to move there, right? So it's worth taking a look at if you have those kinds of skills, and especially your artists, people-y stuff. I know that they have jobs up. They are interviewing people, so it's worth giving it a shot. For those of you who stream, and then we'll get over to Jacqueline's, I promise, as soon as I find this last thinger. For those of you who stream, I wanted to point out to you that there is an application for Stream Team up. You just have to search for it, Google it. It's a Stream Team ESO application. And it has outdated information on it, and I think I'll contact Gina, annoy the shit out of her again, point out to her that information is outdated and incorrect. 1,000 viewers is not even close to enough in terms of the numbers they're looking for, and that's what it asks for. So it's really not accurate anymore. So there you go. Just FYI, if you were a streamer. Good morning. We're heading over. Okay, so look at this. I think we're gonna get a toggle. I think we're gonna get a list toggle. I think, therefore I am, that's gonna happen. Dude, I don't understand what's up. My stuff won't de-click for... He's fixed it like 3 times. I'm gonna send him my data and see if, like, there's something wrong. It was beautiful. Everything inspires me, but that was pretty stunning. It's true. It's true. All right, recent. Let's find Jacqueline's. You can tell I visited a bunch of my homes. There it is. Okay, away we go. So, news. Personal news. You know I've been worrying about my boy, Van Gogh. Thank you. It's fake. It's always fake. Look, it gets even more extreme. I love this one because it's all contoured. It like thinks it looks so hot. And then you got this one. That's all sunglasses. You know. It's all goofball. I love it. So Jacqueline's here. Yay! And let's see if my sign-in stuck. It did not, but there were problems yesterday, so I'm not surprised that it didn't stick. Okay, here we are. Jacqueline's, I can't pronounce it, ayleid ruins. Hi, Jacqueline. Where are you? Let me check you out. Oh, you're tough. What outfit is that? Lycaria Wolfheart is... I don't recognize the armor. I love looking at people's characters. Ooh, that's really pretty. It's all engraved and stuff. And then we have our guar. Which guar is this? Nope, won't tell me. It's stunning. Good morning, Fiendish. I think everything except for the favorites issue is fixed. I'm going to follow you because yesterday I screwed it up. And I have to be honest, I don't understand this house yet. So if you lead me, that would be best. And I'll just follow you. I will follow you. I don't know how much of this is part of the house. Like these gates. Like, did you buy this gate or is this gate part of the house? Target switch. Oh, whoops. Boop, boop, boop. I'll close it. I know, Night Raven. I told him, I sent him all of the images. I contacted him, but the problem is, real quick, look at that. My mail still hasn't gone right through for you, to remind him, to let him know. So, because his mailbox is full, but I'll get a hold of him. Don't worry. He's not going to be out of touch with me. He knows stuff's going on. So we have a treasure room, but it's also kind of a war room. I don't know that I guess I didn't see this because it doesn't seem familiar. Did I miss it? Must have missed it last time. Sorry, I was just playing with the button. And then, oh, you bought it. That's lame. I wonder if they give you anything. I think it fixed everything but two things. One, my favorites still aren't unfavoriting, and Night Raven has some really weird shit going on that I haven't seen anyone else have. So this was one of the things I oohed and awed over yesterday. You've got cool lighting, but you also have a cool effect here with the magic plus the incense. It's really neat. Yeah, the ayleid pack is neat, but they should have given you at least some ayleid furniture for an ayleid thing. Are you up there? Let me just pop through real quick. Lyrinth. We've got Lyrinth over here. Which I'm actually surprised they put her in because she's part of the story. I mean, it's a good sign, though, because if they put her in and she's part of the upcoming story... Oh, that was mist, not incense. Okay. I should be able to tell the difference, but I can't always. Well, broken in the same way with the weird garble. That is beautiful, though. I like where you put the statue. I love this stand. To get back to what I was saying, and then I'll shut up and follow Jacqueline. It's a good sign, though, that Lyrinth is in, because maybe one day we'll get a Razumdar or something. Who knows? People would kill for a Razumdar. That would be a huge seller. Look at those beautiful All right, so there is an effect that looks like that arch, except it's broken. It's a broken arch because that was the only asset in the game that was an arch that he could take it from. Right, I'm thinking it's a good sign. Honestly, you sound corrupted. Like I don't even know. I would just like delete and start over all your effects. Not your effects, your EHT. I would just start it over. Same with Azura. I would remove them all and reinstall. Just don't touch your variables and everything will stay the same. There's just something wrong on your end that is making it garble like that. Something, because what it looks like to me is that something doesn't have an end, like an end of line on it. I know that sounds weird, but it feels like to me that it's, look, this happening is really, hold on a second. It's really strange to me. There, you see what garble he's getting when he mouses over? Oops. Oh, crapola. Hold on. He's getting weird garbling when he mouses over. And there's weird symbols in here which are line, like they're line breaks, paragraph breaks. And all I can think of is that you have something that when you downloaded it does not have an end of line, so it's showing you the actual code. I've never seen anything like that. The only other thing is maybe Azura is just that weird. I don't know. You know you can make text bigger with the base game. You don't have to just use an UI to make text bigger. So just in settings. I don't know. Maybe that'll help. Did you add this wall? Or was this here? And then you put decorations in it? 672 out of 700 to 8 effects. You know what I would do? I would add another chandelier or light right here. It's a little dim in the bedrooms, but otherwise fine. Sneaky, sneaky. No sneaky, sneaky. Must be hard to light. Oh. Wow. Okay, cool. I'm glad you added that. So you could make it almost like a series of art displays or something like that for your achievement items. Laying out the bread and cheese just for me, right? Better be coffee in that cup. What did I miss? Oh, you made that too. Handmade kitchen stuff. Oh, bananas. Das bananas. Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me switch it. Switch it real good. Do, 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 do. I'll look like a man. Always coffee. Thank you for being patient with me today. I'm such a freak. Come on. There we go. That's horrible. I love it. Isn't that terrible? It's the best. I love having no shame. Okay. No shame whatsoever. I feel like I look like Adam Sandler a little bit. So we've got the pools here, naturally, but all of this is added. No! Gross. Gross. I don't know, man. Ollie, I adore you, but just not that way. I told you it's creepy. I'm Adam Sandler or something. I know. Beautifully landscaped. This is the second pool. Oh, I remember. I know you said to come during the day because the gardening is stunning. I think you put the most beautiful stuff up here. But I also like the comet. I kind of want to see what it would look like in night mode. If it goes on. I can't tell if it's going on or not because I'm looking out at the sky. It's beautiful though. The crystals came with the pack. But look at this gardening. Follow to deck. Okay. You made a oh, this is the new azalea, right? I think. Or maybe it's part of the house and I'm a dummy. If it's the azalea, it's the first one I've seen. Sorry, I'm asking a million. Rhododendron, sorry, you're right. I say azalea because azalea's in my head. She has infected my brain. What is this too? Oh! Oh! That's a beginner! Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was going to port me to the beginning. I'm sorry. Usually it just pops up with a do you want to go thing. Sorry. But I'll come back up, but I wanted to point this out again because we looked at this yesterday, I think, and it was gorgeous. This little cave is so beautiful. I think this might be my favorite part of the house proper. Like, I'm coming without additions. Just the cave portion might be my favorite. But obviously for your house, the upstairs pools and garden are the stunners. I'm just pointing out that in general, I like that cave. Coming up. I'm coming up. I want Jacqueline to know. Got to let it show. Oh, I got yelled at by Cardi. Not really yelled at, but I got scolded by Cardi. He says I'm not whoring or pimping myself out enough. He said I need to go in zone chat and guild chat and every time I go live and tell everybody I'm going live and pimp myself out more. And he's like, you're not doing it enough. And I'm like, I feel bad. I feel like I bug people if I do that. And he's like, doesn't matter. Do it anyway. So I got scolded. It was bad. It made me laugh, though. So it wasn't like mean Cardi. It was more just funny Cardi. I don't know. Maybe if there was an arrow or something or some way of showing to go out here, because I don't know that I would have figured. Well, I guess if you're by the pool you would know. Oh, look at the waterfalls. Oh, you landscaped that beautifully right in the front. Let's see. I hope I don't die. Look at that. Wow, I wish you got this view from the very beginning instead of that hallway. Imagine this is your first view of this house. I don't know why I mean, that's gorgeous. The lighting, the purple, yeah, I apparently am Adam Sandler. I don't like marketing myself. I feel like I'm pushing it on people who don't want it. Wow. I really like this. I mean it. Thank you for pointing this out to me, because I did miss it. I'm sorry. Did I miss anything else? Oh, hanging gardens, you're right. Who was saying they wanted to do hanging gardens? Forget who it was. Look at even the gardening down there. You can appreciate it better up here. Really nice. Oh, thank you for the follow, Digger Cran. That was you, Ollie. Beautiful. See, this is why we need portals to parts of the house, but I wouldn't hold my breath. Yeah, this is Jacqueline's. Isn't it stunning? I love the waterfalls. I love the... I love the ivy. I love the colors. I love the lighting. You did a fabulous job. You know, and it's so weird because you can't even tell, really, when you're looking out that there's this much to it. You can tell it's gardened really beautifully, but... Oh, whoops. I just ultimated your ground over here. Look at this beauty. Oh, all the butterflies coming out of the butterfly bushes. Beautiful spots to sit and look out over the ocean. What a great job. Did I miss anything? Because I know I missed things last time. I don't want to miss things this time. And then this one is going to get uploaded, whereas the last one from yesterday, because yesterday was such a ramble fest, I edited out all but 2 things. Oh no, that's everyone. It's everybody. We all, it's not a proper building it's not a proper building session if you don't constantly ultimate every time. Okay, cool. I think I have one left, and then I'll leave you alone. Neshwanzel. Is anybody in Neshwanzel? I think that's just the rules, you know. She did, actually, come to think of it. Well, while we're waiting for people to be in Neshwanzel, I'm going to pick up some things I shouldn't have gotten rid of. Trident. And we're going to do a little more building today. I'm going to build out the shape of the house as best I can. We will be. But I also want to look at houses. But right now we're gonna happy little framing of my house. I want it to be tall, but this is gonna change a lot while I'm working on it because I don't have a clear vision yet. Did I put my poles in the right place? Platforms, planks, building components. Oh, I think these are outdoor things. I don't think they're considered building components. All right, let's go pick them up in barbed. I think I put them in barbed hook. Oh, I should have looked. All right, let's change off if it's a man baby because this is kind of gross. I'll be Marilyn, sort of. I don't know. It's not as funny as it should be because I don't have the blonde hair. I could be a man again. Here, another man. All right, where are my poles? Posts and pillars. This is what I wanted. All right. All right. All these varless surveyors. I do not make a hot dude. Low star RP rosy line. Small one. Oh, shit. I totally forgot to tell you. The vet did call. Van Gogh does have an infection. An E. coli infection, actually. And they're treating it, and hopefully that will make him start acting a little bit less weird. So, hopefully that's all that's wrong with him. All right, daggerfall in. Now, as I always say, doing an apartment is difficult because of the limitations. But I like this because it's got a zombie reading contracts. And There's a skooma. Because Azabi, we know Azabi. She's up to stuff. She goes to strip joints. She's a skooma fiend. She's terrible. And Fazez is hanging out in they're roommates because they got 2 separate beds. And then somebody gambles. Not terribly surprising that they're up to stuff. Hey, what's up? I'm gonna go to Grand Topol real quick, and then we'll look at another thing. I'm a hot guy. I'm waiting for people to change the filter. Until then, I'll be men. This one's a good one, let's be honest. This one gives me a pretty fancy beard. No shame. Okay. Oh, somebody doesn't want me to be a man, baby. All right. We'll pick something else. In honor of where we are right now, I'll be a jellyfish. There. Now, part of what I was thinking is, framing-wise, was, of course, this will be the bottom floor because it's glass. I also kind of want there to be a pool, but depending on where I put it, like, I don't know where it's going to end up. But I don't know how much space I'm going to have, is what I'm getting at. But we'll just pretend like it's going to be out here. Let me see. I guess I'll use, for now, we'll just use something to just block it off. So this, of course, is not how it's going to look, but I'm thinking in order to block it off, to know that I'm going to be putting a pool here, and to make sure that I can actually get to it, you know. I need to move this around and figure out where it's going to be, because otherwise there's a good chance I'll have slaughterfish problems or I'll have other problems. Alright, so that's just blocking it off for right now. I definitely want this to be more than one floor. I was putting vines underneath. So like moonlight vines. I did? I don't know. Maybe. You know me and money. I don't really think about it too much when I'm building, because what the hell do I spend it on otherwise? Nothing. So it's better for me to just spend it here on housing. Alright. So these are not going to be the pieces, but I think I'm going to frame it out a little bit. I'm still figuring it out as I go along, of course. And then we'll look at another house. Of course, these are not the proper heights or whatever, but I was thinking that these guys could go at the corners of the house up on the second floor. the next thing I'm going to think about before I think about walls or anything like that, or height walls or anything, is where would I put a staircase and what size, like, do I want it to have? What view do I want it to have? That kind of thing. I'm not sure. Of course, none of this is angled right. It's really just place holding. So please don't assume that this is going to be how it looks in the end, because it won't be. Not at all. We're going to figure it out as we go along. All right. So oh, I doubt I'll have slots to spare, but I could probably do it with a set of display cases if I wanted to. But the shape is not complete. Let's look at another house and then we'll look at ideas for the second floor. Let's go to Anti-Correlators, Wonder Bazaar, Observatory Prior. You have to close it first, Storm, Night Raven. Right-click the blue house and make it close first. You can't delete it or remove it until it's not running. All right. 566 out of 700. The Wonder Bazaar. That starts out quite wonderful. Where's the little sign-in sheet? Why don't I have a sign-in sheet? Ooh. Glowy, burny dog thing. I do love the view from here. Look at that view. I wish it were a little less dusty, but it's beautiful. Right-click your little blue house, and it'll say uninstall, or it'll say, what is this? Sync now, pause, exit, uninstall. You want exit. And then you've got a little, this could, I don't know why this doesn't have a light on it. You've got a little crafting area. What does it show for you when you right-click the blue house? That's the only thing it should show. Forgive the world in a world, but check out this. This is the blue house. You see it over here in the corner? When you right click it, it says, last sync was 2 minutes ago. No sync issues. What is this? Sync now, pause, and because I have my text over it, you can't see it, but it also says underneath that, exit. The one you want is exit, right under pause. If it doesn't give you that, then there's something really wrong with something's going on with, I don't know what kind of computer you have, I don't know, but there's something seriously wrong if that's not showing up. Hello. All right. Back to work. We've got no, you just close it. Just close it. Make sure it's closed. Exit the little blue house, otherwise it won't let you uninstall it. You don't have to be in game, just make sure it's not running. That should be it. Crafting. And actually, that's a good thing for any of you to know, that, you know, if you have problems with the community and need to reinstall it or something, make sure you close it. Exit. Somebody is making robots. And then we have a treasure room. Did they redo the walls? Do the walls normally look like this? I don't recall the walls. This looks dwarven to me. Interesting. It's a mix of different things. Somebody's either a scientist or artist or something. I always love to see what they've done with the big room. Some people go natural, some people go very clockworky, which I think this person did with the clockwork plants. All right. You're in the manager. Why aren't you doing it from your taskbar? Do it from the taskbar. Don't go into it through what you're no, you're in the wrong thing. It's running on your taskbar on the bottom. You'll see a little blue house with an E in it on your taskbar. On the bottom of your page, on the bottom of your screen, you should have a taskbar. Scroll all the way down to the bottom of your computer screen and a taskbar should pop up, which will have icons on it. Unless you've disabled your taskbar, which is a really weird thing to do and you should re-enable it. It should have the blue house. From there, you close. You do the command I'm telling you to do. Not from where you're doing it. From the taskbar. If you can't figure that out, we'll do the Alt-Control-Delete trick and close it from there. But, hello! I really think your taskbar will probably pop up. No, 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 Cromwell, no, no, no. No, no, no. Cromwell, no. That's exactly what he's doing, that he's doing wrong. I need him to close it first, and then they can delete it. The problem is that they're looking in the wrong place. They're looking where you're telling them to look. I don't want them to look there. I want them to look on the taskbar. There you go. Thank you. I'm glad you found it. All right, library. I feel a lot better now that you found it. I was starting to feel like I don't know how to help. But I'm glad that we got there, because I was feeling really stupid. Yeah, but he's trying to uninstall it. It already was showing on the taskbar. I knew that. He just needed to, because it was telling him that it was already running. I don't want him to uninstall from there. I want him to just turn it off from there and then uninstall through just either deleting it or, no, it's okay, either deleting it or through Minion. And then we'll start over. And then we have the big ball. Oh, this might be a guild house. You're welcome. It's not a problem to be a derp. We all have derp. Believe me, I am a derp myself. I was just worrying that I wasn't going to be able to help you. All right, architecture. We're going to look at facades and exteriors, because I think that would probably give us the best idea for what second floors we could go with. So we have lots of different houses. Okay. We have lots of different houses. This one is an Asian style house from palimpsest. I don't know why it doesn't say it on there. I think this is perhaps, let me skip past the ones that don't have names on them. So we're looking for ones with second floors that are not just facades, like actual built out houses. See, I don't think I should just go straight, like a square or a rectangle. I think there should be a shape to it. Oh, I like that, although it's a rectangle. I do like the idea with the stairway, though. You see the stairway going up and then to the sides? This is SC Brooks. I like their stairway idea, like a grand staircase. This is airy. Ah, Bompson. This is another beautiful house. I don't know how Bompson comes up with this stuff. This one I thought was pretty inspiring, actually. It was like floating things. This was amazing too. Bompson is super talented. It's kind of scary. This is oh my god. Alantir. I can't remember his name. I've lost it. See, this is more what I was thinking. I was thinking, what if there's like a tower portion on the side? I'm not sure. I was thinking openings, and then maybe a tower. I mean, honestly, this is a great way to get ideas, is to go through your work and really think about what you you know, you mean your saved photos, and really think about what did you like about each house that you saved, you know? What was it that was special to you? You might see your own home in here. It seems like I have a thing about houses that are rectangles with stuff on either side. Like that. But that's not a rectangle, that's rounded. Kind of beautifully rounded, too. You know, Skullord is insanely talented. I think so far that's my favorite shape. There are so many gorgeous shapes here. Ooh, look at that one. Drop stitch. Alright. So that's the, those are the facades and exteriors. But we also have, real quick, towers, concepts. Let's look at concepts real quick. Concepts are houses that look so incredibly different from other things that it's kind of hard to describe for me as, like, they're just such a different idea. You may recognize some of these. Corundum's house here is probably the closest to what I was looking at, what I was thinking. Oh, I loved this by 6. Stunning. You guys can see this, right? I think the second floor will have a railing or something. Okay, good. Somebody was saying yesterday they liked it when I went through my screenies, so hopefully you guys don't mind looking at this real quick. Oh, I thought this one was genius. Chin spun. Oh, I love you, 6. This one was genius because of this lifted ceiling. Oh, that's so smart. There's also a loft on the inside. Oh, this is Aries. Totally just so modern. Oh, I loved this one with the steep hill. Okay, so this is Inca Agatha's is also very similar to what I had in mind. I guess the next step would to be flesh out the porch around it for the second floor, that there will be a porch. You can see the conceptual work here is insane. This was Blood Pirate. Alright. So I've got an idea now of what I need to do. So let's go back to my Strident real quick. We'll pick up some planks, and then we'll go back up to... We'll go to another house. I think I have ideas. I think it's going to be fun to do this together with you guys. It's a good way of, especially for those of you who have never built a house by yourself, like a freestanding. Oh, it happens. It happens. I have derp days all the time. You guys know that. I forget words. I don't mind at all. I was just worried that I was telling you that wrong things or something. I want to put these underneath the pool. So we'll grab some of those. And then we'll grab my planks. Okay. I don't know why I have 100 planks. Don't ask me. I don't have a friggin' clue. Alright, we'll look at another house. We've got ebony flask, dark hunter. And I will be right back. I drank a lot of coffee. Bye. Alright. We are in Dark Hunter's Enchanted, which is their ebony flask. Wow. 28 out of 30 items. Look at this. It actually, I was just going to say how enchanting. It really is. All the flowers and the waterfall, crystals, movement with the firefly, or torch bug. Torch butt! Great combo. What a wonderful thing to do with such a small house. That's fabulous. I like it a lot. I've been selling them to not my floors as much as my towers. I had 100 towers. It is wonderfully done. It goes. Let's do another one. We'll do sugar bowl. We'll do another small one. Sioma. Immortal deja vu. Immortal, you can always do a shout out for yourself, but I'll do one for you. Am I still a jellyfish? What is wrong with you people leaving me a jellyfish? I expect someone to change me. Elsewhere, Khajiit apartment, 30 out of 30. This is Sioma's apartment, and I don't know, is she supposed to be up there? Why is she standing up there? Is she afraid of a rat or something? Why is she standing up there? Oh, thank you. I'll become a non-entity now. Let's see what I could be. I'll be the chick with the hat again. All right. Yeah. Not really sure. Is she afraid of the butterfly? It seems very deliberate that she's up there for a reason. Maybe because she's high? Maybe she's high and to her it's not a butterfly? Maybe it's an accident. Who the hell knows? But it's a pretty apartment. Sioma, I would just love to know why she's standing up there. You let me know. Because that's very interesting. I would love to know why. It's like, I'm sure, I love when people tell stories, so I would love to know if that's what it was. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. So I went and on the forums, and because Caresse has been, and I talked to her about this, she's been crazy busy. I took over posting some of the community cobble stuff. I was feeling bad about it not happening, so I added some stuff up there. So put down some. Oh, well, I certainly wouldn't do that. Well, anyone who knows me knows that Stabby don't do that. Alright, planks. So we'll just put one down so I can fly around on it. Oh, never mind. I guess we'll use this thinger instead. So, for those of you who have never built up high, you can use magic carpet to build up high. And part of what I was thinking was having some sort of deck here. This is all just to be here to be, what's the word? Placeholders. This is not how it's going to look at the end. This is what I mean when I say building is a whole lot of throwing the things at the wall and seeing what you like. So, of course, some people already have it visually in their head, or they take the time to do things absolutely perfectly. I not when I'm drafting something. I don't do it perfectly when I'm drafting something. It's exactly that. It's scaffolding, in fact. Part of the original program, I think, was called Scaffold. I don't remember for sure. But that is exactly what it is. It is scaffolding. I don't know why this is all the way over here. But first of all, that shouldn't be there. This should be here. I kind of wanted it. I don't know if I want it this tall. Why the hell not, right? You get the general idea. I'm not going to sit here and make sure that all the planks work right. You get the idea. It's all it's supposed to do is just give you an idea. Boop. 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 You gotta get up there higher. Doop. Still proud of myself for coding that. Copy paste. We'll look at another house in a minute. I just wanted to throw down some planks to visualize myself what I'm doing. So that would be a porch. And then the inside walls. Like the trellis stuff that I was thinking about. We'll see. I don't think it'll be a trellis in the end. I think in the end I'll use probably reeds for a lot. But for the time being, to get a sense of fencing up here, I would do that and Okay, so like a view thinger, you look over the side. Whatever. For right now, I'm just being too picky for my own good. I like working in a large size. I like to work high. I like upstairs views that are beautiful. You know, like I have a thing about that. I'm just gonna mess around with this for a minute. No, the reason why I initially didn't put anything on the bottom is I want to keep the view kind of clean. There will be other supports here, I think. We'll see. Maybe. Maybe not. That could be a support, or a tree could be a support, a very tall tree. Ooh, I like the tall tree idea. That works better. Platforms? Sorry, I hope this isn't boring for you guys. I know a lot of people wanted me to do more building, so I don't know if this is good or bad or ugly to build. I mean, I know it's currently ugly to, you know, looking, but that's okay. You do? Oh, good. Some people do, some people don't. My process has been stalled for so long that I think it's a really good thing to have this happy little tree thing going on where I'm just trying things, you know? Like, I've been stuck for so long that just trying things could be cool. I don't know how I feel about these because they may not work for what I want. But we'll put them there for the time being. Whoops. Whoopsie doodle. Now, those probably need some better supports, but we'll see. I don't like that the builder does that now. There's a whole lot of like popping up to get it level with the ground, even though I don't have on whatchamacallit, surface drag. So I don't know why it does that, but it does that, and it's kind of annoying. Again, I am really just screwing around, so if this looks terrible, please forgive me. And then we'll look at another house. I'm just trying things, seeing what I like. All right, we'll look at another house now. Hemlock Sevens, Academia, Anyder, Galen. Well, if it's anything like when I built my train on stream, that's actually a good idea, Tianchi. That's a really good idea. I could try that. It'll end up looking completely different. If it's anything like that. All right, we've got a galen. Look at this beautiful garden. I find that a house doesn't really come together finally. Well, because I'm actively trying to be more Bob Ross. Where Bob Ross was like, it doesn't matter, just make them happy, enjoy yourself, you know, mess it up, no one cares, just mess it up, there are no mistakes, you know? I'm like thinking like him, and so it makes it a little bit easier. But anyway, I was saying, I find that a house doesn't really come together in the end until you've put down your trees and plants. And once you've done that, it starts to feel like a real house. But until then, I find that it feels incomplete to me. So that house won't feel complete to me until I do the whatever landscaping. Oh, this is lovely. All that ivy, it makes you feel like you're underwater, especially with that lighting. Oh, nice. Hemlock, this is beautiful. What a beautiful home. All the books. Okay, so they've closed off all of the side rooms, which personally, if I ever built anything in here, I would close them off too. They're not my favorite. Hey, Tullian! But we're up here on the top floor, and we've got like a starry sky almost. 464 out of 700. So I'm assuming this is still a little bit under construction, but it seems like somebody's home. Like, even though it's a school, I feel like they treat it like their home. It's lovely. The colors are just nice. Yeah, it's got, this house has a problem to start. And they really have covered up all the gross, organic looking things and made it far more beautiful. If I missed a room or something, please let me know. I don't mean to skip anything. But it is stunning. The other thing I wanted to look at real quick was what's wrong with the new stuff when you open it? It looks fine. No, that interface is going to be there. Night Raven, that's supposed to be there. This isn't the standalone. The interface is supposed to, everything is working right now. This is galen. But I'm looking at your pictures you sent me, and they look right to me. They look just fine. That's how it should look. It was Hemlock N7's house. All right. So the other thing I want to look at for some inspiration is locations, because I keep a separate folder for locations. The reason why is some people build in the most bizarre locations, which I love. And this is, for example, Charlotte's exercised. And this is Hunding's, you know. I want to get ideas for people who build things in unusual locations. And so building up is what I mostly take pictures of. So I need to see, how do these people do it? Like, how do they build the upper locations to look right? And it looks like, for the most part, they're magically in place. Although, Rail here did supports. Hello! How's it going? The supports here look good. We got Stormy, Miss Fiery. Just showing you that you could build over this far. It's pretty far. Kitten of Doom! This is on top of Blackvine. This is Ladybug building out from Proudspire. This is really far over the water in a Moonlights, but I don't need that picture to know that. Troll Bentbone. What house is this? Lucky Cat. They built a second floor in Lucky Cat, or third floor. This is amazing. This house, Walking Spanish, this is their old Mistvale. It's built around old Mistvale, on top of it and around it. It's amazing. This is Aries 13th using, I think, Ample, and creating something completely different. Got Corundum again, who has this tower. Beautiful, beautiful tower. Also Corundum building a patio in Gardner House, I think. Tarsier, Proudspire building out from the patio. Azalea building this cool thing. Silver Rose also building out. So far I'm not seeing a lot of supports. I must be taking the pictures from the wrong angles, Karen. I think the supports would really help with how the house looks. In my case, it's going to take us forever to finish that house. I'm going to be taking my time. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Stone Eagle area. Let's go to Praetorian Guard Fort, Barakieso. What? What? Or girl? You do realize my name is Karen, right? That is my actual name? Is that why you're making that joke? Yeah. No, it's true. And I do that with a lot of my builds. I was just thinking, in this case, it feels like this house needs it. Oh, okay. It happens. 691 out of 700. So we got, it's full. Nice. Barakieso, I don't know. So we're going to be exploring someone who, at least I don't know anything about their style yet. And I'm seeing a lot of soldiery type stuff, military, which would make sense. Remind me, what does Praetorian mean? Let me look it up. Means the man of Praetorian rank. Okay. Or sycophantic people who make trouble. Praetorian Guard. an elite unit of the Imperial Army, whose members served as bodyguards for Roman emperors. Okay, that's what it is. I forgot that they had that in Skyrim. They have the Praetorian Guards, the Emperor's Guards. So that makes perfect sense because it's based on Rome, at least, somewhat. Oh, okay. Let's change it to something sillier, shall we? Speaking of Skyrim. I'm just male today, apparently. So we've got all sorts of Roman imperial influences, I guess, which I could definitely see. And they're doing it not necessarily with just imperial furniture, which I think would be kind of dull in this case. I think mixing it up is pretty cool. Oh, we built out a little bit. Let's go enjoy this. What'd they build over here? Interesting. I'm blind today. Got a little build up. And maybe she's napping? No, she's got a knife through her heart. I thought she was sunning herself or napping. Look, everything's knocked over. I wonder if this was part of the murder mystery contest. Green love. That's a good one. I like people with the idea to do additional building in this house. I have a yes. The knife in her heart is just proof that she is being overly dramatic and she needs to stop being hysterical and just calm down. I love this because this is, I have a feeling that we're going to have, hold on. Yeah, okay. Nova's got it. I was just watching what Nova was saying in guild chat about Cardi and Phi, all that stuff. Hold on. Okay. So what I was trying to say is I really love when people go crazy and build things that are unexpected. However, I did just fall. I don't know if that was intended, but I want to build one of these on my porch. Like in my back porch, have like a fireplace like this. How cool would it be? My husband needs to start building fires more often outside. We have one. He bought the Death Star as a fire pit. Oh, okay. Have a good one, Jacqueline. All right. A little bar over here. I like how they made this, I think they made this a little smaller. They closed in this area a little bit, I think. I still haven't memorized this house, so it's entirely possible that I am just wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. You know, I haven't read too much into that, and I'm wondering what it is. I've just been so non-buildy that it's nice to have, to know that these things are going on, and eventually I'm planning on getting back to contests, but for the moment I'm just so struggling with just building in the first place. How the hell do I get down there? I wish I was better at it. I used to be. I used to be able to just crank them out. I can't do that anymore. So I think we've got a stage. Yeah, I didn't see either. Let me read it real quick. Collaboration build contest. For this contest, a mentor will work with a novice to build their own island on water or in the air. The island must be the focus of the build. The island itself, what you build on it, around it, potentially under it. It should not just be a build that has an island in it. Also note that using an existing island like Grand Topol doesn't count. How to pair up? Post in this channel. Okay. That's how, I guess. Where tactical? In this house? Or just in general? I like how they did that. Look at the two chairs, the way that they're centered with the table. That looks really good. And then, you know, the important people stand here. Hey, Swanks! We're looking at houses, but we're also building houses. We were just talking about HFA. We were talking about the collaboration build contest, and I was just reading the rules for people because I know some people were asking. And to be honest, I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh, that looks good with the candle there. And then we have a very elegant overlook office. Honestly, I would totally use this for my office space too. That might work on my house. Those little overhang things. We'll see. Beautiful. Now let's see if we can get out to that space. I don't know why I can't seem to get down there. I'm gonna possibly die, but I'm okay with that. Whee! Dead. Oh, I didn't die. Amazing. Bloop. Alright, so now we were here, but for whatever reason, I didn't find the stairs that went all the way down because I'm a dummy. You offer, I think, in the channel. They said go to the channel in Discord and define yourself as a mentor or as a mentee, and then I guess it's paired up from there. But if you don't have Discord, I don't know that. I don't know. So I guess, hey, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. It's funny. I was talking to Cardi yesterday to answer your question for sure. And I said to you, I said to him, oh, excuse me has this question. And and I have obviously said your name. And he just cracked up. He's like, that name is so cute. I'm like, I know, isn't it? You're up to snuff. I wonder what the cage is for. And then we have a big old meeting room. Ooh, torture. Prison. Well, it is the Praetorian Guard, so if they are keeping people in the prison, that makes sense. So your name was very appreciated there. He cracked up. Oh, stop, fiendish. You're ridiculous. Both of you are very talented. And you shouldn't feel bad. And then here's all the treasure, which because I can open this door, I'm going to take it all, and you're never going to see me again. I'm going to run away. Oh, mine. There we go. It's cute. It's a cute name. The other thing I want to look at is... we also have castles. Look quickly at castles. See what support things they're using. The arches might work. We're just looking at ideas. Ideas. That looks like a cake. Maybe I just want cake. Maybe that's the thing. This is the house I was thinking of when Eleanor's house, when I put the two greenhouses on the side. You know, it's funny. I can picture it in my head. This is, when we look at all these houses, you wonder how these ideas come back to you, and sometimes I just can picture things that I liked, and this is one of them, and this is where that thought came from. I don't know if I'll stay with it or not, but it's definitely interesting, and much like what I did, what I'm thinking, Eleanor used a lot of arches. I think the best choice, I think that it's a good choice to use arches because you don't want to cut off the view, and the view here of the ocean in both of those builds are really good, and I think that's the issue for me, is I don't want to block it. We'll wait to see if Aerie comes on, otherwise we'll go look at Violetimp's Sleep Creek. If Aerie's here, we'll run hers, otherwise we'll wait. So I think I'm going to go with arches as support, but we'll figure out how to do that. All right. Ooh, lovely. Violetimp's Rolka house. Obviously Sleep Creek. Little tents set up with skooma. Oh no! Fazez. You know, Fazez is being influenced by Azabi for sure. Azabi cannot be trusted with her skooma addiction. We're gonna totally have to have a, what is it called again? An intervention. We're gonna have to have an intervention with Azabi very soon. You should, Fiendish. Fiendish, there is no question that you are advanced. You are very advanced. You are very talented. Anybody who gets you would be super lucky to get you. So this looks like a jacuzzi because of the mist of the hagfen floating up. Lots of noms. Speaking of, we made our Argonian pumpkin stew yesterday. And honestly, I didn't really do a good job of translating the recipe. So that's my fault in real life, because it calls for fish. And then after I saw that, I was like, oh, I'm not having pumpkin fish stew. Sorry. So I'd say you're a mentor, Orgirl. Your work is too advanced to be a baby newbie. Honestly. Oh, they closed up the room. Half and half. So, is someone in prison? Who's in prison? I want to see. I'm gonna bet it's Perari. Wait, well, it would be if I made it. I'm not going to make it. I made it without fish. What's wrong with glowing mushrooms? Well, I mean, aside from using Telvanni furnishings, magic-y. If you go magic-y, that is often the way to go. So blue lights, Telvanni furnishings, azure lights, like the azure Telvanni lights, the amber ones. This is beautiful. How did I miss it? That door. There's got to be a way to get in that door. Or I should be able to see through it. Let me see. I would go, I would say magic-y is the way to go. So I have a magic-y folder, or I did. I'm not sure I have anything that really fits. I don't think I do, off the top of my head. There's a ton of tree houses over on EU that might fit the bill. It's hard to say. Hold on a minute. I'm flipping through some things to see if I can find one that's very Telvanni. This one. This is General Mittens, Cold Harbor. As you can see, we have Telvanni furnishings. We also have lots of blue crystal, magic-y blue crystal. This to me screams Telvanni, but that could just be because of the furnishings. It's just an entire solid wall of that. But there's other options. This lamp is made with Telvanni lamps, Kamalas. And when I saw this, I was like, that would be stunning. In the, let me look. Hold on a second. I need to get to the folder I was in. They really do. And they suggest a magical world, which I think is great. Which is often what... Hold on. Okay. Hold on a second. Sorry, I don't mean to be making you all sick with this, but... hell, nah. Stabby got the dumb. Honestly, like, I can't find it anymore. I'm feeling really stupid, but I'm having trouble finding it. No idea. I have been trying to sort these. Unfortunately, I'm way behind on sorting. This also might work. Thank you for the follow, Minav. Oh, although this is a diorama by Epica, it does have a lot going on that strikes me as magical. There it is again. No, they did not make that roof. That roof is EHT. They used you know the things I'm using on the corners of my house right now? They used those and then they superimposed EHT over the top. That's called stained glass window. So no, they did not make that from scratch. If that helps. You know, it's really hard to be a specific Talvani without having a lot of mushrooms in it. I mean, it really does need mushrooms. That's kind of the point, isn't it? I mean, they have a lot of mushrooms. They build mushroom homes. So I don't think you're necessarily off by having a lot of mushrooms. I think that that's fine. That's just my opinion, of course, but yeah, lots of shrooms. This is just the world. That is not a person's house. I'm looking for things. And let the world to know. Got to let it show. It's true. Gotta have the shrooms. Gotta have them. Can't do it without them. We'll get going in a moment. I'm doing something. Could always have slaves. Because Talvani. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the best advice I've got. Although, if you look at Skyrim, or even in ESO, you'll see a lot of things like this, where, I mean, this has actually looks simplistic, but they sunk down the second bookcase. It's an elegant way of making things look interesting. Instead of having two of them the same height right next to each other, you sink one down, and you've got a more interesting look. So there's just some, if you want to be technical about it, this is a good way of us talking about the creative process too. I would do research online usually, but a lot of times I'll do research in the game too. Like I'll like I was doing honey bee apiaries once. Oh, I mean I could, but then it would spoil it for me when I tore it at the end. I mean I don't know if you'd like that. I think we might want to wait just because otherwise it gets spoiled. But other people on this channel probably would. I just worry about ruining it. Tel Brenora, I think, is a great place to look for inspiration. It's this tiny little town that most people don't think about. But look at it. I mean, you could make these. There's no question you could make these. You'd use either granite or daedric rock. You have some mushrooms popping out of them. And you go inside. Oh, for crying out loud. And we've got kind of a brick interior. Oh, excuse me, I have to kill Brilleros. Lots of Talvani furnishings. They've got a mushroom garden here. This to me, what? Oh, this to me is pretty much the typical Talvani home. I think this might be the herbalist, so of course they have extra stuff, but there you go. Lots of good ideas in here. Why do I have to die now? Oh, that guy? Sorry for breaking in, but you have to die. Well, he attacked me! I wouldn't have killed him if he hadn't attacked me. Look at that nice little touch there. I like the, what they've done here with... I'll be a girl again. With, just adding the flowers to the corners. And some mushrooms. Although they do what I always say not to do, which is don't have things growing out of stone. But I guess there is dirt in between the stones here. So that can work. I can see that one. But you get the idea. Beautiful. And I think this is the way to go. Is, you know, take inspiration. If you really want it to be game-like, take inspiration from the actual game. If you don't care about that, then don't worry about it. I'm trying to see if I can come up with others. There's lots of cute looks. They're all silly. I don't know what to look at. It bugs me, but like I said, for this house, it kind of makes sense because look at this floor. There's dirt in between those rocks. That's believable, I think. Don't you think? My husband always says to me, this is why people watch you, Karen, because you actually build so you notice these things. Other people who tour a lot of times don't build, and so they don't notice these things. And I'm like, yeah, I guess so. I try to, I mean, these are things that bug me when I'm building, which so I can tell you. Yeah, the grabby point on the wedding curtain sucks. The grabby point. That's my word for it. 400 out of 400. Pause 130. We got, oh no, it's 272, less than half. I don't think we're done yet. So we'll try a different one. Hello, Sarafi. We were just talking about, we read the rules of the contest for the, whatchamacallit, collaboration contest. Let's go to Sergeant Bubbles as antiquarian. There's a lot of things that suck on it. We can, Melistrella. It's just, it looks weird without context. If it's contextually right, then it's fine. You know, I've seen people do it well. This looks also a little light. 358. Oh, Serafi, Cardi and I spent several hours yesterday, and I point this out because I just want people to know just how much work he really puts into it. That's why I keep saying it. Okay, I don't think this one is done either. That we think that we fixed it to the point where it's usable without any problems. So my hope is that that it shouldn't cause any problems for you now if you wanted to download it. Well, yeah, agreed. But yesterday we did spend several hours working out all the problems. But by the time we hung up the call in Discord, we had nailed it all out except for a problem that looks like it went away with the reinstall by Night Raven. So all other problems seem to have been ironed out. So, okay. Now we have a full house. Full house, Dragon's Landing. Boomy. 700 out of 700. So I know you were worried about having that problem with the portals, but I don't think it should cause any trouble now. I don't remember who it was. Oh, okay. No, there's nothing wrong with it, especially not... Okay, no, not a problem. I mean, he understands. That's 222 effects. Holy schmoly. I wonder what they did. Aside from, look at those beautiful ashes falling. That looks lovely. I don't remember who was complaining. I think it was Shenzi that Light of Meridia isn't working. I have not checked. Did you remove them? I haven't even been streaming every day. I've had a really rough time. Been doing my best, and with EHT not working, I wasn't really able to do things. But I have not. Unless you're talking about... No, I didn't do the in-runes. Right, that's crazy. What? The cake became a ticket container? I don't get it. Lights of Meridia should only have a pop-up error, but then should not work. It should be fine after that. It should give you an error, but keep working. But it's the API changed since he made it. Look at the cheese back there, huh? That's an effect. If there's other problems with them, you gotta let me know so that I can communicate with Cardi better. And then you've got, look at these stacks of plates. Oh, Boomy. Man after my, or female after my own heart, whatever you are. That is fabulous. I love it. Look at all the work they went to doing all those plates and spoons. You don't get the 3 tickets credited once you eat it. It is a container that needs to be looted. Oh, yeah. I got the effects. I haven't gone through them yet. We can do them. I'm happy to do them. I usually do every month, but I wasn't sure. I don't know. I have no brain. Those are effects. I wasn't sure about that. The water I knew was an effect, but the lily pads I didn't realize. Look at how beautiful this is in Daggerfall too. No, I appreciate that. I did get it. Look at how lovely. I usually hate this house, but this is gorgeous. Isn't it lovely? Oh, and the ivy too. The ivy is also EHT. Really well done. Really well done. Like, I didn't even notice that the ivy was there. I mean, it just blended in so perfectly with everything else. It looked real. I love when people are able to do that. Yeah, I didn't buy the Daggerfall. I bought Ebonheart because I wanted to put some builds there. It ended up becoming storage. But generally, these two houses, Ebonheart and Daggerfall, are not my favorite. They are dark, and Breton can be a lot better than these two castles. They just don't work for me. But this person did a very nice library here. And of course, honestly, that's the centerpiece of the home, I think. This very watery, beautiful... I'm trying to get a good shot of it. That was not a good shot of it. Watery, beautiful entryway up to the statue. I will start fresh with the in-rooms tomorrow. Let me write that down so that I don't forget. Because we all know Stabby forgets everything. Oh, my cat stole all my pens. Typical. You know it's Sherry. Really? I hate the ash. Oh, look, somebody actually put a chamber pot in the bedroom. I love that. That's so historically accurate. It makes me happy. Little things, man. Little things. Oh, I see what they did. They made it a brighter house by adding a sheen over the walls. So the house itself isn't as dismally dark and dirty looking. See? That's a really good idea. I did that once. Oh, look at that. There's a sneaky! Yay! This pleases me greatly. With a little pull-out wall. I did it once a long time ago with my Blackvine Villa. I reskinned the walls with effects like this because I really hated how dark and dingy it looked. So it's nice to see these things, other people doing it too. It's a neat technique. They added books here. When you run out of items and you want books, EHT is good for that. I actually think that's a really good idea, Serafi. I have been pushing for the more Euro style, where they give people more than 1 month to work on things, and they end up with the like masterpieces at the end, as opposed to, you know, the rush of, you know, build this thing by 3 weeks from now, which is sometimes difficult. So I think your idea is absolutely a great idea. Look at this. This is like a spa down here. It's so nice. And then they made a toilet because of the effects. That's neat. Yes, it does look different. All the windows and the ivy on the outside. So what it looks like. Yeah, I really do think so. The Euros tend to go that way, and they get like, the results they get are so mind-blowing. I know their people are talented, but so are ours on NA, so we shouldn't feel like we can't do that. We can, we just need to give ourselves enough time, just like they do. They made these more transparent, and then they put the ivy on the other side, so it looks, they stacked effects, so it looks like the ivy's hanging outside the window. Isn't that neat? That is really cool. I am impressed. Color me impressed. Very, very much. This is fun. Good house. Let's do another small one and then I'll go for lunch. So, exclamation point potato, PCNA, PCEU, to enter for 50,000 gold. I give it away every day. Let me find another one. I fully support it. I think it's a great idea. Fully support. Trying to find a small one. Moonmirth. Dark Hunters, Moonmirth. That's a small one. In fact, I was pushing that way with DDA. There was a conversation about that with DDA, and I was shot down. But that was my goal. Was I pushed pretty hard for that, but then, you know, they pushed me back, so I just, thanks. You know, they didn't like the idea, so I mean, that's where my head's at. I think it's an excellent idea. Look at this place. Look at the clutter. Well done, Dark Hunter. Look at the little combinations of things. The shelving. The bathroom with all the towels and the cloths and the bubble bath and the cool stuff. Desk with the skooma. Yeah, that fruit bowl is pretty lovely. You got your tea. Extra towels. Very pretty. I think that's great. I need to get more building done, but as you guys know, I'm trying to do it every day, so we'll see if things improve. Yeah. Let me pull the contest. The winner is Kedra, Masha. All right. I sends Masha money. And I will go now, and I will see you all tomorrow. Happy building, and I'll try to have a little bit more ideas for the second floor tomorrow. So I will catch you all later. Have a wonderful day.